Welcome back to the GovCon Intel Briefing, produced by cybercloudai.tech. I'm Alex, and with me, as always, is the brilliant Maya. Today is June 11th, 2026, and we're diving deep into the federal landscape, bringing you the signals that matter for your GovCon strategy. Here at cybercloudai.tech, we specialize in helping small businesses and GovCon teams navigate the complexities of cybersecurity, cloud, AI, and federal capture strategy, all without the Fortune 500 overhead. We're here to give you that competitive edge.
And I'm Maya, super excited to jump into today's intel. We've got some really juicy signals across federal opportunity, agency movements, and some critical market shifts. Let's not waste any time and get right into those near-term opportunities and solicitation signals that could be hitting your pipeline soon.
Absolutely, Maya. Kicking things off, we're seeing a significant push around integrating cybersecurity into the very foundation of AI export controls. Mary Talk highlighted how export policy is evolving from just trade into a technology security framework, demanding cybersecurity and identity assurance by design. This is huge for preventing diversion of restricted AI hardware.
Oh, this is right in our wheelhouse, Alex. It's not just about what hardware is restricted, but how it's secured. Think about it. If you're building next-gen AI systems, you can't just slap security on at the end. It needs to be architected from day one. This screams opportunity for firms that can provide embedded cybersecurity solutions, robust identity management for AI supply chains, and secure development lifecycle expertise. We're talking about a paradigm shift in how we protect advanced technologies, and the feds are clearly signaling their intent to bake security in from the ground up, not just bolt it on. This is a prime area for proactive engagement and demonstrating real technical depth.
That's a great point, Maya. It's about proactive security, not reactive. And speaking of security, Federal News Network reports on the U.S. Army Western Hemisphere Command, ensuring seamless access in contested environments with zero trust. They're focused on keeping networks secure while ensuring service members have the data they need.
Zero trust. My favorite buzzword that's actually critical. This isn't just about implementing a new tech stack, it's a complete architectural philosophy. For the Army, especially in contested environments, it means verifying every user, every device, every application, every time, regardless of location. This is a massive undertaking that requires sophisticated identity management, micro-segmentation, continuous monitoring, and automation. Companies with expertise in zero-trust architecture, implementation, and managed services for complex distributed environments should be all over this. It's about operational resilience and maintaining mission effectiveness even when under attack. The Army isn't just talking about it, they're actively deploying it. Moving to a different but equally critical area, the Office of Personnel Management, or OPM, just awarded a nearly $400 million 10-year HRIT modernization contract to Oracle. This aims to deliver a single, government-wide system for agencies to manage their human resources capabilities. Wow, that's a big one. While Oracle snagged the prime, this kind of massive modernization effort always creates ripple effects. Think about the integration challenges, the need for specialized data migration, custom module development, and of course, the cybersecurity overlay for such a critical, sensitive data system. There will be opportunities for niche players to support the prime or even other agencies looking to integrate with this new system. It's a clear signal that federal HR is undergoing a major digital transformation, and that means a long tail of support, enhancement, and security work for years to come. If you're in HR tech, data services, or cyber for enterprise systems, keep an eye on this ecosystem.
Shifting gears a bit, Federal News Network also reported that House lawmakers are backing a 2027 military pay raise, potentially between 5% and 7%. While DoD civilian employees wouldn't see a raise under this bill, the focus on service member compensation is notable.
This might not seem like a direct IT opportunity, but it's a huge signal about where the DoD's priorities and budget are heading. Investing in personnel retention and morale is critical for military readiness. This could indirectly lead to opportunities in HR systems, benefits management, or even quality of life support systems that enhance the service member experience. It's about supporting the warfighter, and that often involves the underlying tech infrastructure. It also highlights the ongoing talent competition, even within the federal space.
And finally, on the opportunity front, Defense Scoop covered former President Trump recounting how Army pilots involved in a helicopter crash and drone boat rescue were very lucky because a bomb lodged in the helicopter didn't explode.
This speaks to the intense, high-risk environments our military operates in.
This story, while dramatic, underscores the critical need for robust, resilient, and secure systems in operational environments. When you're talking about a bomb lodged in a helicopter, you're talking about extreme stress on equipment, communications, and personnel. This points to potential opportunities in areas like advanced materials, rapid damage assessment technologies, secure tactical communications that can withstand extreme conditions, and even AI-driven predictive maintenance to prevent such incidents. It's about ensuring our warfighters have the most reliable and secure technology possible, from the physical hardware to the data flowing through it, especially when lives are on the line. It's a stark reminder of the stakes involved in defense tech.
Absolutely, Maya. Now, let's pivot to some agency and customer intelligence signals. Federal News Network reports that a lawmaker wants answers about proposed NDAs for feds, with OPM having 2 weeks to respond to an investigation into the legal and workplace impacts of the administration's proposal.
This is a fascinating bit of intel, Alex, because it speaks directly to the internal dynamics and culture within federal agencies. Proposed NDAs can significantly impact employee morale, transparency, and even the flow of information. For GovCon teams, understanding these internal policy debates at OPM is crucial. It gives you insight into potential pain points for federal employees, which might translate into needs for better communications platforms, employee engagement tools, or even compliance and legal support services. It's about knowing the customer's internal landscape, not just their tech stack. This kind of insight can really inform your capture strategy and help you tailor your value proposition to address underlying agency challenges.
Very true. Moving into broader budget and market movement signals, GovExec recently highlighted a video discussing how a debt ceiling breach could mean the federal government decides not to pay any government employees. This is a significant macroeconomic risk that always looms.
Oh, the debt ceiling. It's like the sword of Damocles hanging over the federal market. While it's a worst-case scenario, the mere discussion of it creates uncertainty. For GovCon, this means being prepared for potential payment delays, contract freezes, or shifts in agency priorities if budgets become constrained. It reinforces the need for strong financial planning and diversification. It's a reminder that even the most solid federal contracts aren't immune to macroeconomic headwinds. Keep an eye on the political climate around this, as it directly impacts cash flow and project stability.
Federal News Network also reported that the Social Security chief is touting customer service metrics after getting the right amount of staff in the right places, even reassigning employees to mitigate staffing losses and address backlogs.
This is a positive signal for SSA, but also for agencies facing similar staffing challenges. It suggests a focus on operational efficiency, workforce optimization, and potentially the technology that enables better customer service. Think about AI-powered chatbots, enhanced CRM systems, or even workforce management software. If SSA is successfully reassigning staff to tackle backlogs, other agencies might look to replicate that success, creating demand for solutions that help manage and deploy human capital more effectively. It's about doing more with existing resources, often through smart tech adoption.
And another one from Federal News Network. CISA's latest binding operational directive takes a risk-based approach to software vulnerabilities, driven by recent advancements in AI-powered cyber exploits. This AI directive focuses patching efforts on highest-risk vulnerabilities.
This is a critical development for cybersecurity vendors. CISA is explicitly acknowledging the threat of AI-powered cyber exploits and responding with a risk-based patching strategy. This means agencies will need advanced threat intelligence, vulnerability management platforms that can prioritize based on AI-driven risk assessments, and automation tools to accelerate patching. For cybercloudai.tech, this is a clear validation of the need for sophisticated cyber solutions that can counter evolving AI threats. It's not just about patching everything, it's about patching the right things, fast, and that requires intelligence.
We also saw Federal News Network report that former President Trump signed a bill giving nearly $70 billion to his immigration enforcement agenda through the end of his term. That's a substantial allocation.
Absolutely. $70 billion is a massive investment, signaling a clear and sustained focus on immigration enforcement. This means significant opportunities for technology providers in areas like surveillance, data analytics, border security systems, identity verification, and potentially even AI for predictive analysis in enforcement operations. Companies with capabilities in these domains should be actively tracking the specific solicitations and requirements coming out of agencies involved in immigration and border security. It's a well-funded, long-term initiative.
Federal News Network also published commentary on the AI arms race everyone's ignoring, emphasizing the need to overhaul compliance requirements and how they're enforced and implemented.
This piece highlights a crucial gap: the rapid advancement of AI versus the slower pace of regulatory and compliance frameworks. For GovCon, this means opportunities in AI governance, compliance automation, and developing ethical AI frameworks. Agencies are going to need help navigating this complex landscape, ensuring their AI deployments are not only effective, but also compliant and trustworthy. It's about building responsible AI, and that's a growing market.
And finally, Federal News Network also brought our attention to the fact that our drinking water systems are more connected than ever and more exposed to risks. Dave Hinchman noted it's a vital part of our national infrastructure.
This is a classic critical infrastructure cybersecurity concern. As operational technology, or OT, in water systems becomes more digitized and connected, the attack surface expands dramatically. This is a huge, often overlooked area for cybersecurity firms. We're talking about SCADA system security, industrial control system protection, network segmentation, and incident response planning specifically tailored for utility environments. It's not as flashy as AI, but securing our essential services is absolutely paramount, and the risks are only increasing. Companies with OT security expertise should be looking at this sector closely.
Thanks, Maya, for breaking down those signals. Now, based on all this intel, let's talk about 3 practical capture actions our listeners can take this week.
My favorite part. First, given the strong signals around AI export controls and zero trust for the Army, I'd say assess your firm's specific capabilities in embedded cybersecurity for AI and zero trust architecture implementation. Look for ways to articulate your unique value proposition in these high priority areas. If you're not already, start developing thought leadership or solution briefs that directly address these needs. Show, don't just tell, how you can secure these critical technologies.
Excellent. For the second action, considering the OPM HRIT modernization and the lawmakers' questions about NDAs, I'd recommend deepening your understanding of federal workforce dynamics and OPM's strategic priorities. This isn't just about IT, it's about the people. Research OPM's long-term modernization plans, employee engagement initiatives, and any policy changes that impact federal workers. This insight can help you position your services, whether they're HR tech, change management, or even secure communication platforms, to truly meet the underlying needs of federal agencies and their personnel.
And for the third action, with the CISA AI directive on patching and the broader discussions around AI governance and critical infrastructure, I'd suggest proactively engaging with agencies on their risk-based cybersecurity strategies, especially concerning AI-powered threats and OT security. Offer to conduct workshops or briefings on how your solutions align with CISA's directives and how you can help secure their most critical assets, from AI systems to water utilities. Show them you're ahead of the curve in understanding and mitigating these evolving risks. It's about being a trusted advisor, not just a vendor.
Fantastic. Actionable advice as always, Maya. That wraps up another GovCon Intel briefing from cybercloudai.tech. We hope this intelligence helps you sharpen your capture strategy and identify those crucial opportunities.
Thanks for tuning in. We love bringing you these insights.
And remember, for comprehensive GovCon cybersecurity, cloud, AI, compliance, and capture support, visit us at www.cybercloudai.tech. We're here to help your business thrive in the federal market. Also, be sure to check out our other technology and GovCon podcasts at www.cybercloudai.tech/Spotify. Until next time, keep capturing those opportunities.